Halløj alle sammen. Dagens video kommer til at handle lidt om en dokumentarfilm lavet af en journalist fra BBC, hvor i at en dansk politiker simpelthen sætter ham på plads. Han gør det på en meget, meget sød måde, og han virker meget diplomatisk, men han gør simpelthen den her engelske journalist MUNDLAM, og det er ret underholdende. Så ja, jeg har sat en lille video sammen, så vi sammen kan grine af denne her asparsfarvede beta-han. Og her kommer klippene.
So he's talking to some Danish people there, says it seems well, but there are problems.
But it would be wrong to think there are no problems in Denmark. All this social cohesion means outsiders can sometimes feel unwelcome. If you don't conform here, it can feel uncomfortable.
So that's the first
go away,
one.
then. Simple as. All this social cohesion for the people who've been here for, thousands of years. Someone who's just got off the boat might feel a bit uncomfortable. All right, bugger off then. Go wherever you feel comfortable.
If it's peaceful and they like to sing their own cultural songs. And look, hey, there's happiness and smiles and joy. But I feel uncomfortable.
We were horrified by the shocking lack of grenade attacks and grooming gangs they encountered while they were in Denmark.
Also,
I am, but still we are not accepted as an equal in the country.
Partly in response to the crime wave in Sweden and terrorism here, Denmark's taken a really tough line on integration, not just encouraging it, but pushing it. Islamic full face coverings are banned. The government even introduced what was called a ghetto law, aimed at preventing neighbourhoods being dominated by so-called non-Western immigrants, along with high crime and unemployment.
Get out. Yes. Can I have a look?
One designated ghetto was the multicultural neighbourhood Mjolnerparken, where Mohammed raised his family.
People were forced out of their homes. The apartments, houses, homes they lived in were sold off. Many were refurbished. New families have moved in. It's been described as the social experiment of the century. It's also been described as social policy with a bulldozer.
Læg mærke til, hvordan instruktøren havde puttet noget meget, meget sørgeligt musik i baggrunden, og hvorledes journalisten snakker med en utrolig alvorlig og nøgtern stemme, for ligesom at manipulere seeren indtil at synes, at det er da helt forfærdeligt, at danskerne på denne her måde våger at prøve at byforny et område og genhuse de stakkels indvandrere. Læg mærke til, at jeg siger genhuse. Der er ikke nogen, der bliver smidt på gaden eller noget som helst. Folk bliver genhuset, men ifølge BBC, så gør det jo danskerne til nærmest kollektivt Hitler, at vi et eller andet sted våger at gøre et nabolag til et bedre sted for alle at være. Puha, vi skal skamme os. Hvis det stod til BBC, så skulle vi have smæk alle sammen. Puha, fy dansker, fy.
And including parties called the Liberals and the Moderates.
We've got football tops here.
Yeah, it's football over there.
Is this your party?
Yes, it is.
Look at this is very nuclear family, very traditional old poster here.
Yes, it is.
Family values.
Family values, but the children has to be safe and nicely home from school.
It's interesting you have this in your office because your party is unusual from our perspective. You're quite left-wing, economically and on many issues, workers' rights, etc.
Yes.
But traditional cultural values, family values as well.
Yeah.
What, you mean like the Labour Party was when it founded itself?
So Thomas,
it's very unusual. It's very unusual for the BBC.
Listen, I know what he wanted to say, which was that he wanted to say, "Oh, this is strange that you've got this picture up in here. I mean, it's happy families, but they're all white. This makes me think of Nazis."
Yeah.
So you're very left-wing economically, but you seem to be quite right-wing socially. Do you not think that you're a Nazi? That's what he's trying to say. Do you think that white families having white children might have been what Adolf Hitler wanted? Have you considered not doing that?
Ja, og selvom man kan sidde og grine lidt af den her lille satiriske analyse, han lavede her, så er det jo faktisk et meget, meget alvorligt emne, som illustrerer, at uanset hvad fanden vi gør, så vil vi blive stemplet som racister. Altså af den simple grund, at vi ikke har lyst til at blive udryddet i vores eget land, så er vi jo nærmest nazier og ham der Voldemort og Darth Vader rullet ind i en person. Vi skal skamme os, synes BBC. Fy her Danmark.
Explain this ghetto law to me.
we started to see some areas where there were a lot of foreign people living, and the state of education was lower, and more children didn't go to school, and that was something we had to do something about.
But why focus on this phrase non-Western? Why that? Because it sounds like it's targeted at. It sounds like it's targeted mainly at Muslims. In truth,
but it's not. That's because of the culture we have in Denmark, and that's about equality of gender. That's equality of education, welfare, and all that.
Are you saying that non-Western people outside that definition, have less awareness or understanding of those core values?
We can't accept that a girl growing up in a society in Denmark doesn't have the same rights as every other girl.
So you're saying this is an attempt to enforce and impose fundamental Danish values?
Yes, because we want everybody that lives here have a good life.
But what you're talking about is painful for some people. You are literally requiring people to move out of their homes. You are creating a lot of trauma for some people.
I don't think you always can say trauma, because not many are getting evicted.
I've met somebody who who's crying because of what's happened.
Yes, I know. If you have to have a society as ours, you have to be aware of what keeps us together.
Og ja, det har han jo fuldstændig ret i. Det er den sociale sammenhængskraft, som er altafgørende for, at vores samfund kan være trygt og godt for os alle sammen. Men det virker som om, at ham her, den er sparslignende beta-klovn over for England der, at det er et koncept, som er fuldstændig uforståeligt for ham.
Unlike other European states, the government here publishes controversial and worrying crime statistics. They revealed men from some non-Western backgrounds are as much as 6 times more likely to commit violent crime than white Danes. The facts horrified voters.
You release crime statistics showing the nation of origin of people convicted of violent offences. Why have you been doing that?
That's because a lot of people were feeling this. And if we want to solve ordinary people's problems, then we have to know which problems there are in society. And there were a problem in society. And these high amounts of crime rates reduces the trust or breaks the trust between people living in our country. And that's very, very important for us.
The coalition here says by listening to the concerns of all voters on immigration, they maintain trust. Immigration's been reduced. Integration is required.
If you want people enormous pulsating brain right now.
Og her afslutningsvis, ja, kan man se, som værterne også lægger mærke til, hvordan BBC-journalisten står fuldstændig uforstående over for, hvordan en politiker rent faktisk kan vælge at ville være ærlig over for borgerne. Det er helt uforståeligt, og ja, han næsten implicit er ved at skælde politikeren ud, fordi hvor våger han at dele sådan nogle statistikker, som jo kan få sandheden frem og måske såre brune mænds følelser. Det er meget, meget slemt. Som dansker kan jeg sgu ikke lade være med at blive en lille smule stolt af den her video. Det kan godt være, at ham politikeren, han siger det hele bare for at få vælgere, og at det er rent spin. Men det viser et eller andet sted, hvor vælgerstemningen er henne i Danmark. Hvis hele vores befolkning var superliberale, halvkommunistiske, anti-hvide topmongoler, jamen så ville det ikke være nødvendigt for politikerne at skulle sende de her signaler om, at danske værdier er gode nok, og at Danmark er et dejligt land, som vi skal passe på. Så ja, jeg synes, det var lidt opløftende at se denne her, og så selvfølgelig også, fordi det giver Danmark et lidt sejt image ude i verden. Og det er jo selvfølgelig altid en god ting, så kan man bryste sig lidt af det. Så ja, det var egentlig bare det, jeg ville vise i dag med den her video, og så håber jeg, at I har det godt alle sammen. Og ja, tusind tak, fordi I kiggede med, og I må meget gerne give mig en tommel op, og eventuelt efterlade en besked, fordi det bliver jeg rigtig glad for, og det hjælper mig rigtig meget med algoritmerne. Så ja, tusind tak for den gang. Hej. thank you